Hello and welcome to the second episode of How to Actually Improve at Monster Hunter. Last chapter, I covered system mechanics and values and how understanding them can be used to assist in your hunts. This chapter will be weak spots and vital areas, and we'll be applying what we learned from last chapter. I understand how it must sound, but there is a reason I'm calling it weak spots and vital areas. So let's start by identifying what these are. Weak spots are classified as any hit zone value that is 45 or greater. This is visually represented by attacks with significant hit pause and orange numbers. There are hit zone values between 39 and 45 that may allow for orange numbers depending on your sharpness, but the reality is that 45 allows for any sharpness to hit without bouncing, even red. A weak spot is how you're going to be dealing the bulk of your damage, which you want to heavily invest effort in. Great Izuchi is a walking weak zone, but you want to aim for the head for higher damage output. Vital areas are not always weak spots, but instead points of interest that may lead to an advantage. Vital areas can take many forms, such as supercharges, altered states, exposed weaknesses, preventative abilities, and damage interactions. A good example of a vital area are the forelegs or wings of the Gen 2 trio. Dealing enough damage or breaking their wings will cause them to fall over, with Tigrex being the only one of the three whose wing is considered weak with a hit zone value of 50. Another example are monsters with altered states or supercharge like Rajang, Magnamalo, and Gormagala, whose parts may change hit zone values and or need to be focused in order to stop their altered state. Now that the distinction between them has been covered, we can move on to why it matters. Unless you are trying to intentionally break parts from materials, focusing down weak spots allows you to maximize your damage output, while focusing vital areas allows you to create opportunities to continue focusing weak areas if it isn't one already. The concept is not unique to speedrunners and should not be attached to an idea that doing so is being try-hard or damage obsessed. An efficient hunt will undoubtedly be faster than a sloppy, careless one. So how does one determine which is worth focusing? Luckily, the test subject, Astalos, is perfect for figuring that out. Astalos is a unique creature that charges up its parts by attacking with either its head, wing arms, or tail until they become supercharged. When it supercharges, the parts all become the same hit zone value as the head at 55, but the most important aspect of this supercharge is that disrupting two parts will cause a topple. Here's how a fight with Astalos should work. Attack the head until a part supercharges, destroy the supercharge, and immediately return to the head. Of course, just telling you to focus the parts is easy. Executing is what's difficult. To focus down a part requires knowledge of several factors, one of those being monster habits, weapon hitboxes, and proper positioning. Since we're not exactly on that yet, this episode will just deal with the concept, while the later episodes will deal with the execution. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. The head is going to be the only thing I intentionally aim for, as its hit zone value sits at 55 when normal, 57 when broken, and 63 when fully charged. Normally I keep track of how many hits and when things are going on, but I'm not gonna lie, I was heavily invested in what this philosopher thought it was doing and got a little distracted. Now that the wing arms are fully charged, I'm turning my focus from the head to knock the charge off of them. Now that the charge is finished, I immediately return to attacking the head, which luckily was the next thing to supercharge. And voila, after enough hits, it's knocked down, which leaves me free reign to attack its head or any other part that may be charged. Wash, rinse, repeat. Now, as tradition dictates, here is the full aggression hunt. And that's that. To keep it simple, focusing weak spots aren't a problem and should be encouraged to maximize your damage output and create more efficient hunting behavior. Vital areas aren't always weak zones and can be used to create opportunities, postpone monster behavior, earn topples, and more. Next episode will cover proper positioning. Thank you for watching, and until next time.